Hey guys, UHD here, and I am back with another reaction video, and today I'm going to react to the next two videos of After the Fact that take on Pinkie Pride in Simple Ways. Yes, I do remember Pinkie Pride in Simple Ways, yes. Those are the two episodes I like in Season 4. Yeah, of course, Pinkie Pride is, of course, like, the debut of Cheese Sandwich, and Simple Ways is the debut of Tenderhoof. Of course, in Pinkie Pie, Pinkie and Cheese Sandwich are in a battle between of who is the best party pony, and of course, in Simple Ways is sorry, I had to burp. Yeah, Simple Ways is about Rarity is trying to impress Tenderhoof, and of course, Tenderhoof goes on to Applejack. So yeah, we're starting off with Pinkie Pride. So let's get this started. In 3, 2, 1, go. Equestrian Military Forward Operating Base. FOP.
Give it to me straight, Doc. What's wrong with me?
You have an imbalance of awesome sauce in your system. Too much of a good thing. Tell me, has something really, really awesome happened recently?
Not really.
Is that the fiery Joker?
Weird Al guest starred in an episode of My Little Pony recently.
My God. Right. Nothing to do but
Yes,
operate.
I do remember Weird Al. Weird Al is in that episode.
Your funny bone.
That was loud.
Your philtrum.
That's part of my...
That was loud.
Your patella.
A human kneecap.
Axilla.
That's an armpit. Ponies don't even have armpits. Where'd you go to medical school?
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia?
You're not a doctor, are you?
No, but I fake one on the internet.
Security!
Whoa.
Are you serious, man?
Whoa.
Where'd you get the gun?
Let's not jump the gun here, pun intended.
Oh, but you're at
Got a lot to say about this
FOP?
episode, and I can tell. Best treatment is to get your thoughts out there. And for that, you need 20 cc's of internet review. Stat.
If I say yes, will you stop using that awkward lingo?
No promises.
And you have to put back that doctor's coat. You'd have to redraw everything, and I don't think you want to go through with that.
Oh, good point. Plus, it's easier to play the
There it is. It's off.
Wait, what do you... Oh, no.
So this video has to do with Silver-Quill and the fiery Joker.
Glad that's over.
Oh.
When Weird Al was first announced to be voicing a character in MLP, I remember thinking to myself, yeah, that sounds about right. Weird Al is no stranger to appearing in cartoons. He's expressed his enjoyment of the show on multiple occasions, and has closely worked with the show staff.
Adventure Time?
Heck, the guy who composes the scores for Friendship is Magic used to be in Al's band.
Our tale begins way out in Appaloosa? Seriously,
Appaloosa.
Reference that place and reuse the
Sounds
Buffalo
great.
characters? Hey, look! There's Brayburn.
Hey, look.
Ha, Brainburn.
And some pony we haven't seen before.
Now
Yep,
that I
Cheese
found
Sandwich.
out, this is
AKA Weird Al.
Weird Al Yankovic.
Sandwich.
I wasn't worried at all about his performance being
Heavy.
As Weird Al is a proven voice
God,
actor,
why do you remember the characters? I never played Team Fortress!
However, there is a danger in using celebrities to be voice actors because viewers who are familiar with them
Mindy Moore?
see the actor,
Rapunzel?
not the character they are voicing. Does Weird Al fall into this trap? Let's see.
Yep, those ponies never partied so hard.
Wait, this is Weird Al? It doesn't sound a thing like him.
Ooh, that was a doozy!
Oh, there he is!
Yeah, there it goes.
Unfortunately,
His voice was really
Weird Al
deep.
falls into this and falls hard. It was difficult for me to see Cheese Sandwich and not Weird Al Pony. That doesn't make his performance bad, it just kind of threw me for a loop.
Best thing about Cheese Sandwich, besides the voice, is his...
Oh yeah, and about Weird Al,
it's Weird Al,
he started in
it's
an
not
episode
Weird Al.
of
Based it onto
the Cartoon
actor.
Network version of Annoying
His
Orange.
makeup, frame, clothing, and mane make him so unique.
He basically played
Though
himself.
I have to ask, why
So,
is he dressed like Clint
yeah.
Eastwood? Oh, who cares? It's funny.
But animation-wise, there's a bit of a...
And the reason why I remember that is because I'm part of the Annoying Orange fandom.
And I don't think the animation supported him very well. There were quite a few times
You
where
want me to just watch?
Man, the
Okay,
way
I'll
Al
just
said that line
keep my mouth shut and
could've
watch
been
this.
Way goofier with the animation. It's kind of like being served a soup with a great broth, but the noodles are just above average.
A soup analogy. Well, cross that off the list of things I never thought I'd have on this show. One title sequence later, we're back in Ponyville for our first musical number. A lot of fans were split over...
I've been drinking a lot
musical
lately
used for
today.
Musical setup. Personally, I think the real problem was that the show tried to pull off two separate stories in 22 minutes. Here, with a focus on one tale, the musical numbers are not only enjoyable and well-paced, they give second-tier characters a chance in the line.
The cakes.
honest, I initially wasn't happy with the musical aspect of this episode, but upon a second viewing, I found myself enjoying the songs a lot more.
Pinkie Pie was more
I
like a
find both
musical.
Musicals and Disney movies are a lot better the second time around, given that you can better internalize everything and see everything in perspective rather than immediately. Musical numbers in general are a good vehicle for exposition. And besides, what better way to spice up a long and boring backstory than with music?
I'm a little wary of when episodes feature the town ponies more. They'll gladly cheer on a pony in one episode and then laugh at her in another, sing and dance with one pony and then abuse her friend. Ponyville's residents are whatever the script needs them to be. Today's attitude is...
Nice.
Cause this isn't just any birthday. It's also the anniversary of when I moved to Ponyville.
Some have pointed out that it would be odd to move to a new town on your birthday. To those I say, ha! I moved to Kenya, Africa on my birthday, so shut the fuck up! Anyways, the fact that Rainbow Dash is having the entire town in on her birthday must be doing wonders for her big head. Does Rainbow Dash really need more of an ego trip?
She was blending into the picture.
Nothing too serious. We moved past David Hasselhoff and just reached Peyton Manning.
David Hasselhoff?
Keep me posted. It's interesting to note that Pinkie is only kinda crazy at first, as in she's not her usual bubbly, carefree self.
Parties are serious.
That scene with Pinkie going all super serious is part of what makes this episode so fun. This episode joins the ranks of Party of One and A Friend Indeed as presenting Pinkie as a well-rounded character, something that's not easy to do. But trouble rolls into town as Cheese Sandwich appears.
Oh, it's no coincidence, my little pony.
He said it!
No!
He said the title of the show. Oh!
And here we get to the point where Cheese Sandwich is singing. The polka sounds very authentic and something Weird Al would compose. And the funny thing is that Weird Al didn't write the songs. It was entirely the work of Daniel Ingram and Stefan Andrews. They obviously did their homework when researching the ins and outs of polka, and their composition matched Weird Al's
Yeah, and he did steal a Pinkie song, which is the Smile song.
Cheese Sandwich's doozy. He has a cheesy sense, which allows him to predict where parties are.
This actually set off some warnings in my head.
Oh! You skipped the sound of a fire alarm!
What? It's a glandular problem, and I'm very sensitive about it. Here's the thing, a lot of fans give their original characters abilities to match the main six, and in doing so, they take away from what makes these heroines unique. So I'm not crazy about seeing an in-show pony do the same. But then I thought about Cheese's role in this story. He's a developed character with a backstory and personality. His cheesy sense puts him on equal level with Pinkie, and she'll get to grow from this experience. That's the critical difference. By giving Cheese Sandwich a similar ability, the writers are still
I did feel bad
Pinkie's
when
development.
Rainbow just cut Pinkie off, and then just moved on to Cheese Sandwich.
Includes falling objects, scary events, rainbows, and slapstick setup. What Pinkie doesn't predict is the town falling for Cheese Sandwich. This seems to have caused a commotion in the fandom, and I feel the need to defend this decision. There is no malice to this situation. It was born out of a miscommunication between the parties. Yes, the town is distracted by something new.
And of course, her main deflates whenever Pinkie is
Her
depressed.
friend said a few things that would sound bad out of context, but when you say something that can be taken two ways, whose fault is it for taking it the negative way instead of the positive way? It's a jarring change of mood to be sure, but it's just a tonal shift, not a character shift. It was just an inevitable time bomb that resulted from the townsfolk being...
You know, dumb.
That's a little harsh.
Hey, this thing only does 4-letter words. Dumb is the tamest it goes.
Rainbow is also caught up in the whole thing now that she feels excited about having 2 party planners for her party. How's it looking, Silver?
She's reached Olsen twin levels, just slightly diluted.
Define slightly diluted.
Diluted enough that this happens.
I mean, Pinkie Pie's parties are fun and sweet and all, but no, this party's gonna be...
Epic?
You said it! No offense, Pinkie.
Tactful. Yes, Rainbow
Did you just-
might not have used the best choice of words.
I'm sorry,
Then again,
there are some
that's
parts
just
from
Rainbow
the
being
episodes
Rainbow. The
that I
actual
don't
problem is that
remember.
Pinkie wasn't expressing her
Like,
feelings.
Pinkie just
She's
licked the tears off her
unintentionally
eyes.
sabotaging herself by not letting her friends see her upset. Thus, we must cue
I
the
mean,
Pinkie Pie emotional breakdown.
How did she
Pinkie's
made
taking
her
this
tongue
charge,
touch her eyeballs?
including trying to give up on partying. This might seem extreme, yet I identify with it. Her parties, much like Rarity's dressmaking and Rainbow's athletic accomplishments, are a part of her self-expression. Feeling like that is going underappreciated can really cut away at an individual's self-confidence. And we're treated to another song with a ton of references. What works so well here
Yep,
is that
and that
viewing
one
these past
time
episodes
when
isn't a
Pinkie made that
requirement.
party
Pinkie
for
provides
the
just enough narration
when
to help newcomers
Charlie
keep
moved to
up.
Ponyville.
Wait, Pinkie has another sister who didn't appear in the flashback and has never been mentioned? It's a female shining armor!
Aw, that totally
A
destroyed
female
the
shining
naming
armor?
convention. Humph. Oh well, my headcanon's flexible. After bouncing back,
Wow.
he decides to come out swinging.
I challenge you. to a goof-off! You Pinkie promise!
She is surprisingly terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she could be terrifying.
Are you in cheese? Or are you boneless?
So is she calling him spineless or saying that he can't?
Moving on!
This episode keeps surprising me with its
Moving
mix of
on.
seriousness and goofiness.
And-
Objectively,
Hey, that's
planning
Big
a
Rob's face!
taking event, nor will it have an impact on Pinkie's future. Yet she cares about it so much that the audience just can't help but get swept up. And while the actions on both sides in this battle may appear random,
Yeah,
it tends
speaking of
within
Big Rob,
the
I don't know if you're watching this or not, but
It was organized chaos!
The
I don't know
best kind of chaos. Speaking of chaos,
I don't know if this guy like
definitely the
stole
highlight.
like your quotes or
Never
anything,
thought
but
I'd see the day that Pinkie Pie and Weird Al
let's just
would
hope
engage
you're not
in
hating this
epic
video,
hand-to-hand
man.
duel. I enjoy the escalating insanity.
Just let me
of
know
figuring
if
out
this
the
guy
lines and trying
did
to
steal
outspeed
your
and as it turns
praise
out,
or not.
Cheese has a party howitzer. That is 100 times cooler than a party
Ah.
cannon. What next? Is there going to be a party nuke?
God.
Whew, that was close.
Rarity,
I am
whose
glad
reference came after her
I
apparent moment of triumph.
took
The
one
Rainbow Dash, whose moment
headphone
came
off.
before her high point,
Otherwise, my
finds
ears
the
might have been
rainbow
raped.
connection in the middle of the contest and calls everything to a
Excuse
halt,
me.
which technically makes this a defeat. She realizes that she put her identity as a party pony ahead of making sure that her friends had fun.
I really like each of these great what have I done moments for each Rainbow Eyes moment. It's that moment of dawning comprehension that I live for. Whenever it happens and the characters realize how they've been acting and what needs to be done about it, it always leaves me with a warm fuzzy.
And I like that they didn't try to crown a superior comedian. Though Pinkie looks like she's trying to leave town, I know she's into extremes.
Yeah, because she felt bad about what she
And
did.
not to talk about Cheese's backstory. Aside from how it reinforces that Cheese Sandwich is not malicious, there's a few things that caught my attention. MLP seems to be continuing the typecasting of Manhattan as a city of jerks by showing that kids there apparently bully others to the point of them ditching the city. What? He just up and left? Where are his parents? Do ponies have cheesy alert?
Enough with the warm fuzzy stuff, you two. It's my birthday, and you gotta throw me a bash.
Oh, there's a definite spike here. We just launched past Seth MacFarlane and are closing in on Howard
Dude,
Stern.
where do you even get that
With the
radio?
two party planners finally reconciled, we get one of the best party and pop song sequences I've ever seen. Granted, I haven't seen that many party and pop song sequences. I certainly never had a birthday party like this.
Is your name Paris Hilton?
No.
Well, that's why. That doesn't sound good. How much is this party?
You know that
Rainbow
scene
Dash?
earlier, you know, when
Maximum.
Pinkie,
We've reached Glenn Beck. I can't
Pinkie,
hold it.
Rarity, Applejack,
Game
and
over,
I
man.
think Twilight were
Additional
dancing on
movie
stage. I do remember that animation alert, or that
love explosions.
animation error.
Good for you. And what do we have here? Rarity seems to have caught the alicorn flu. Okay.
Yeah, that was just.
One time.
Yeah, that's why I was just about to say that.
Twice is trolling the audience, but three times is a drinking game.
What? This isn't anything new for her. Best pony was an alicorn before was cool.
Don't you?
Those were
make
butterfly.
And with
Those were
Chase saying
butterfly
off, we see that
wings.
the ponies have another speculative key.
And that's Pinkie's Pride. Overall, definitely one of the best episodes. While it's hard for me to see Cheese Sandwich not as Weird Al Pony, it didn't detract from the episode in any way. It was still a solid performance, and he was.
Yeah,
alive.
people are
The
saying
main thing I
that
liked
this
was
episode is the best
continuity
episode
and
in the
Pinkie's
season.
Flaws, namely Rainbow's tactlessness and Pinkie's sensitivity. It shows that these characters develop and learn lessons, yet still aren't perfect, and sometimes have to relearn lessons. It made me laugh.
But,
feel. It sounded
my
nice,
favorite would
it
have
nice,
to
it left me
be
satisfied and
Bats, because I thought that was a really good episode.
Away from this episode, and this story trusts its audience to think for themselves. It also holds a special place in that it's
Because
the
I
only
always
episode
thought
in season
that
4
Bats was
actually
like an
showing
Applejack and
non-fans
Fluttershy
as its
episode.
production. Though it calls back to previous episodes, it also stands on its own and hits just the right mix of fun and
Because
empathy.
Applejack
The
and
biggest sore points
Fluttershy were
Pinkie's
between
friends
this
with,
whole
and even
bat
that is tempered by
thing,
their
like
apology and the
Bats have to
knowledge that
share
people
the
listen to
apples,
them.
and
Well, this
Applejack wants the
of
bats to be
course,
gone.
I've got to bring you in.
Who's doing what now?
Sorry, but within the past 15 minutes, you've committed several federal crimes. I have you on one count trespassing on government property, one
Oh.
count impersonating an armed forces member, and
What?
one count impersonating a doctor.
Well,
Why would he get in trouble for impersonating a doctor?
Dude, I cannot go to prison. I'm too pretty.
Oh, don't worry. I'll put in a good word with the convening authority. They'll buy an insanity plea.
I can wear a lampshade if that would help.
Make it a mackerel. Oh, and try to get along with your cellmates.
Apple Bloom?
What is she doing here?
She broke her drill sergeant's cap. Do not take her off.
I get the top bunk.
Oh.
Oh, this is the most adorable beating ever.
Are you serious? This video ended up with Appleboom beating Silver-Quill to death?
Good news, you won't face charges. I got your sentence reduced. Now it's just banishment by party howitzer.
You are so kind. Good luck in the army.
I'm a Marine!
You're a psychopath, fiery Joker. What is wrong with you? You know, some people are saying that Fiery Joker is the most hated brony in the fandom. You know, I mean, I've been thinking of reacting to his videos, but I don't know. I'll probably just like give it a try one day. You know, yeah, Fiery Joker is part of the Marine. Never mess with Fiery Joker. And but that is really, really dark, Fiery Joker. Putting Silver-Quill in a prison with Appleboom? What is wrong with you? You Fiery Joker fans have problems. Anyways, I want to move on to the next video, so moving on. Okay guys, I'm back and I got the next video up and ready. I'm going to react to After the Fact Simple Ways. And we're going to start it right about now.
No. Oh, hi everyone. Sorry,
Hello.
You've caught me unprepared. See, I've been uneasy about simple ways and I want to go into this with the proper protection. No. The strange
Sorry about
thing is
that.
my concern has nothing to do with the episode itself. Hey, what are you doing here?
Oh, Purple
I
Bob!
have a stigma when it comes to fandoms and love triangles. All because of Digimon.
Digimon? What? Pokemon?
Because when giant monsters
Oh, it's
battle over the
Digimon.
fate of two worlds, naturally the first question that people ask is, who is gonna hook
Yeah,
up?
like, kinda reminds me of
The second
Pokemon.
season, the show featured 8 heroes and 4 heroines.
Hold on.
So you can bet people butted heads over which couple was better. And even with the recent flame wars in the brony community,
Oh,
nothing
okay.
seems to stack up against the back.
Sorry about that, guys.
02's finale.
I had something in my nose.
Now, while I sound like I'm casting judgment on the fan base, I fell into the same trap. I argued for the couples I liked and personalized the conflict way too much. Until one
Is
day
that a
when I looked
potion?
back and realized that arguing over a fictional romance is a waste that takes all the fun out of being a fan. If you like the idea of two characters finding romance, just keep in mind that other fans will disagree, and their choice
That
doesn't
Rarity
make
and
your
Spike
opinion
shipping.
any less valid.
Love it.
Hey, how long has this been here? Anyway, Simple Way's initial summary painted this as a love triangle with Rarity, Applejack, and a newcomer.
Yep,
So
a
let's see how
newcomer.
this plays out.
Oh.
Oh dang.
What was that?
Can't move.
Who's a silly pony? You're a silly pony. Who is? You is Applejack. Bumping into gates and knocking over fences. Who is? You is Applejack.
Isn't it funny how a past episode can influence another? After Rainbow Dash
Yeah, another
revealed her
shipping.
loyalty to Ponyville, many fans cried foul on her leaving every pony with Discord. And Power Pony's message that Spike is a valued member of the team makes following episodes feel a little awkward given that he does little to nothing or gets ignored. Here, however, a past episode helps smooth things out. I had no trouble with.
Yeah, I just
Pinkie
don't really
Pie's
like
that
the
she
part
needed
where
to
Spike gets
ceremonies
ignored
for
every
Fair
time.
Festival number 203, or that she was getting a swelled head over it. And because of Pinkie Pride's
Thank you,
moral,
Rep
I
Job
also had
Pinkie.
no trouble that she accepted Rarity's election to the role without losing excitement. Although this episode did call back to a continuity issue that fans share.
Ponyville Day celebrates the founding of Ponyville, and she was right there. Ponyville was started by Earth ponies, so for hundreds of years they've never used magic to clean up winter.
Well, fret not, my fellow fans, for I have a headcanon that will fix everything. Granny
Who?
Smith is a Highlander.
Definitely Granny Smith.
You're welcome, Internet! Rarity wants to bring some elegance to Ponyville with a small-town chic theme. And on just these elements, you could have an episode where Pinkie still wants to help, but doesn't grasp the concept of chic. Or Rarity encounters resistance from the town ponies who aren't willing to step outside their comfort zone. Or maybe Rarity herself has to realize how much she can demand from Ponyville's residents and learn a lesson in flexibility.
You know,
So I had a mixed
ever
feeling
since
about
I started
the
joining the
introduction of
fandom,
another element.
I've been thinking,
Rarity's crush on high society icon
how come
Pinkie.
Spike isn't played by
It's not a
someone
bad thing.
else?
I just think the
Like
show had
me.
plenty of options to make a great episode within the first 3 minutes.
Because I could do a great
Trenderhoof
Spike
is
voice.
an interesting addition to the mix.
I'll probably show
The show
you
is aimed
after
at
I'm done with this
girls.
video.
Male characters don't
Or
get a lot of fleshing
done
out.
watching the video.
Generally speaking, they're either stupid, evil, stupidly evil, and Spike. Otherwise, they're either background ponies with no characterization, or they're kept safely generic, so the audience can project their own ideas. Trenderhoof is a surprisingly diverse personality, although he's more underplayed than a lot of characters we've seen. He
Yeah.
makes a living by writing about
Yeah, I
unknown
mean,
venues that usually
This guy's
don't
hooves are huge!
so I think it's safe to assume that he doesn't.
Well, they're very
change his opinion
skinny
just to
and
fit with the group.
really long.
And with that credibility comes the kind of ego.
Like,
we've seen
holy
in other
crap.
Camelot
Oh.
ponies.
I take the mundane, the simple,
Is that Sweet and Elite?
unappreciated, and I make it
What?
relatable.
Ooh, I see
How
what you did there.
Are you
Although
serious?
he might be
How come
full of
Drippy
himself,
isn't
he's actually
appreciable?
better than a lot of the upper class ponies we've seen. He doesn't look down on other ponies simply because they're not Canterlot. Yet at the same time, he's viewing them as a tourist, and his writing could be seen as turning subcultures into entertainment sets, which isn't exactly a foreign concept to American entertainment.
You know, I have such respect for the work ethic of Earth ponies.
Yeah,
Oh!
I gotta tackle this because it is
Wait,
something
wasn't
that's
that
rattled
a
lot of
scene
fans.
from?
I do
Wasn't
see how
that a
Trenderhoof's
scene from
comment could
Sesame
be
Street?
racist against Earth ponies. Yet I think it has more to do with the fact that Trenderhoof is a product of Canterlot culture. Seeing as how the capital is built into the side of a mountain, great real estate choice by the way, I'm guessing they don't have a lot of farms. So when Rarity shows
Yeah,
Trenderhoof
Canterlot doesn't have a lot of
farmland, he steps
farms.
up in
I
something
agree.
new and different, and he seems to project this onto Applejack, seeing the idealized lifestyle and not the individual. Heck, even Fancy Pants, the best unicorn in
No,
Canterlot,
no,
viewed
get him out-
Rarity's
get him
friends
outta
as
here,
a
get him outta here.
accessory, calling them
Get him out of here!
it's part
I'm
of
serious, get him
Canterlot
outta here.
culture and not too far off from real world perceptions. So no, I don't think he's racist.
I'm serious right now. I hate Fancy Pants.
Even if we never see him again, I was glad that he was a character with positive and negative traits, and not the second coming of Prince Blueblood.
Ugh!
Silver-Quill,
Get Blue Bat out
thanks
of
for
here!
watching.
Watching all the rosy apples, whoops, there goes another.
Oh right, this is a Rarity and Applejack episode. Boy,
Definitely a Rarity
I
and
guess I
Applejack
tried.
episode.
But that's okay because this story doesn't have a lot of twists and turns.
I seriously thought that the
Trenderhoof
episode.
starts fawning over
I seriously thought this
Applejack,
video was going to be
and
over,
Rarity takes
but
this
no.
bird as she has a very relatable flaw. Some folks like to script out future events in their head, limiting their flexibility when reality comes around. I think Rarity's friends realize this as they all look like they know she's going to be disappointed again. And I think this is true for Spike as well. He takes the whole thing in stride and actually gets back to being a fun
Yeah,
character
Spike
without
helps
relying on
Rarity
slapstick.
out a lot.
Well, not as much slapstick.
Because he knows how to make her feel better.
Some maturity. Or he knows that Trenderhoof isn't a threat. Or the writers dropped the ball on that score. You, the viewers, decide. What works so well about Rarity's downfall is that it's gradual. She tries to win Trenderhoof's affections and fails. So she tries to imitate Applejack while still adding her own flair. And that fails. And so when she loses it and starts trying to be 100% authentic without any idea of what that really means, I believe it. Though I have to say Applejack is incredibly patient with both Trenderhoof and Rarity. And that's why she's my second favorite. No matter who she's interacting with.
Yeah, finally, you had to add that scene where Applejack cracks up at Rarity at that part. Oh, hey, hey, hey!
This may be the first time that Applejack is still in the show. Funny thing about AJ is that I've always hoped that we'd see her step out of farm life, if only for a moment. Unlike Rarity, Applejack has genuinely tried to adapt to a different lifestyle.
Are you
In
on
the
it?
end,
Are you
she
serious
chose
right
farm
now?
life. I'm
Rarity
not saying
never
it was a
picks her
bad
nose.
move, yet being a farm pony is part of her character.
Of course, some farmers do pick their nose these days.
I've wondered if there wouldn't be something to tempt her out of her comfort zone enough to
Sorry,
try
I had to
something
burp.
new and face the uncertainty that comes with that. This is not that wish fulfilled, yet it's nice to see Applejack remembers enough about Manhattan to both satirize and imitate Rarity. And it works! One mudsling later, we see Rarity snap back to her senses and learn that Applejack is a pretty skilled thief.
Oh, it's, one of yours.
And Rarity repeats
Is
the
Applejack
lesson
really a
Trenderhoof,
thief?
who seems
I don't think
genuinely
so.
embarrassed by his behavior and later shows a nice sense of charm. And while this episode may not be as memorable as others, it's still fun. Friendship is Magic's strength lies in character interaction. Even if the plot has predictable elements, the journey is made fun by seeing Rarity and Applejack play off one another, and they are such a strong contrast that I enjoy the ride.
Definitely.
And since this
Applejack's
is a
hooves are shiny,
themed episode,
and
I'd like
Rarity's
to share some
not
love
so
I've been
much.
getting from the community. Fan art. I can't express how incredible it is that people would devote time
That is some
and
good-
energy to my character. It's a great compliment.
That is
and
really
gift.
good
So thanks to everyone who subscribed,
Silver-Quill
thumbs up, or
fan
put forth
art.
fan art. And I hope that my future works will continue to
Are you serious?
really
Slender Pony?
live up to that whole enjoy your favorite ship moral, aren't you? Well, it's all in good fun, and it's not like he's standing just off screen, isn't he?
Yep, he's definitely right there.
It only took one look from your amazing eyes for me to realize you are the one.
I am more afraid now than I was when I thought you were trying to kill me. I'm Silver-Quill, thanks for watching.
Boy, I was done.
You better watch out.
It was
Better watch out, Silver-Quill, because Slender Pony's out there to get you.
felt so right. That magical night when I saw the light. It was all around you like a halo of truth, so pure and white.
Oh, is it done? Oh man, I was enjoying the music. Of course, now it has to be done. Gosh darn it. And of course, why does the music have to end like that? Freaking dicks. But anyways, that was a really good video. I mean, of course, yeah. And like I said earlier, how come Spike hasn't played someone else by me? Like, of course, me. Of course, I could do a really good Spike voice. Check it out. Of course, to those of you who haven't subscribed to my channel. Hi, I am Spike, and, yeah, I live in Twilight, and, yes, Rarity, she's awesome. For me. And, of course, about me lately, I could do other voices like Pipsqueak. Oh, Crusaders, you need to help me, the park is being banned from the other voice. I sounded just like him. But anyways, that was a really good episode. I mean, even though when Rarity was trying to fall in love with Trenderhoof and then just got rejected by him, I kind of felt bad for her. But yeah, even if Trenderhoof is just in love with Applejack, but not her, then I suggest she just moves on to Spike. Because I enjoy the Spike and Rarity shipping. I really do. And of course, I did make a PMV a while ago about the whole Spike and Rarity shipping for Valentine's Day, but it's on my channel right now because I want to risk it getting striked. So yeah, I'm just getting up here, guys, because I have somewhere to be here in an hour and a half. And good golly gosh, it's almost noon. Once again, guys, thanks for watching and ahoy!